On the first day of invasion, 19 millions will die. Well, that sounded a bit catastrophic, huh? Well, keep on watching to know what I'm talking about. Today, I'd like to talk about a show that very few people know about, but I think is excellent. It's the show First Wave. In the first episode, we learn that there are 117 psychological archetypes. The main character, Kate Foster, is a subject in an experiment led by, guess who? Aliens. To try and determine what is the potential for a particular archetype to try and resist the invasion. Kate is a former thief who now works for a security firm.
I love modern art. Marketing plans for next year's downsizing?
Because of the experiment, he loses everything. His job, his wife gets murdered, he loses all the money in his account, his credit cards get completely destroyed. He's left with nothing.
Let's go. Put on your clothes. You're coming with us.
Kate finds another test subject, a millionaire who's now in a mental institution for killing his family.
Buried in the center of the maze, behind my house. Under the ruby red eye. Red.
This character reveals that he's found proof that the aliens are leading the experiment, and he's buried proof in a maze in his yard.
Nostradamus.
May you mark this page?
Turns out that it's a book of predictions by Nostradamus. Now, I have an axe to grind with that. Because if that's an original, it should have been in French, not in English. After Kate's wife gets murdered, he gets framed for the murder. So he runs from the police and finds this house where there are pictures hanging from nowhere, and each picture is one of the test subject. He's the only one that has survived the test so far. As soon as he gets out of the house, he gets arrested by the police and sent to a mental institution. But Kate is smart, and he's also an escape artist. So he manages to get out and taunts the aliens one last time before he leaves.
I know you're here.
In the second episode, we meet Crazy Eddie. He's a genius, but he's also extremely paranoid. The reason Kate goes to him is because he's the editor of the Paranoid's Time.
Nice saber.
Sword that killed Lincoln.
Lincoln was shot.
That's what they tell you.
He becomes Kate's ally and his best friend. We eventually learn that the aliens are called the Gua. I know, it sounds weird, it reminds me of the word guano. They want to invade Earth because their planet is doomed. But we also learn that not all of them agree with the invasion, which makes it a bit more realistic when you think about it. I don't think every human would agree to invading another planet like that. So it humanizes them a bit. Especially since one of them becomes their ally. Meet Joshua.
You did. You bastards created me when you murdered my wife.
It doesn't really matter anyway, because we all know space is not real. The Earth is flat, and, it's inside a bubble that was created by aliens. And that's why they abducted Lincoln. Don't you get it? He's not dead. He's with Michael Jackson and Elvis. And they build some kind of antenna that can read your brain and sell everything that you think of to big corporations that will make you buy things you don't need. Or not. One of the producers on the show is a big name. Francis Ford Coppola. Does that tell you something? Yeah, the director of The Godfather. For some reason, the Sci-Fi channel picked up the series for 66 episodes. It's a bit weird when you think about it. They don't usually do that. And they basically cancelled the show after the original run because the ratings were not to their satisfaction. I don't know about you, but I don't remember ever watching this show during prime time. Every time I was watching it, it was basically the middle of the night. So I mean, can you blame people for not watching it if they don't even know it exists? No wonder the ratings weren't great. The show was created by the person who wrote the episode Eve in The X-Files. It shows, because the series follow a similar format. It's basically a Monster of the Week kind of show. The first season was released on DVDs, but is now out of print. It's kind of sad that they didn't release the other seasons. I really hope they'll do it at some point. So if you've seen this show, or if you managed to watch it, let me know in the comments what you think about it. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. That would be really helpful. You can click on the button at the bottom of your screen to subscribe. It's very easy. Anyway, I wish you all a great week. See you next time for more TV shows you must watch.